Hi, friends. I know I'm a little late. Athena is gracing her presence today, and she's also gracing her presence here too. So I ask of her to bring us clarity, wisdom, the truth in our knowing today. So when I typically make these videos, if I don't have a strong pull to something or an energy, I typically go to my deck and get some confirmation. Sometimes that does help people. Sometimes I feel a strong urge to channel, and I'm feeling that strong urge to channel. And as I say that, my whole body's chilly willy. So I'm going to be doing that for you today. And again, that's my confirmation too. So we are leading toward a new moon cycle. So the new moon in Sagittarius is coming, I believe, on the 18th, so just a couple days. And that energy brings about planning, intentions, and aspirations, like setting the blueprint, the plans of what our innermost desires are. And what I feel strongly, and I'm feeling like I have so many ideas in my head swirling, so don't mind, this is how my channeling goes. Story time. I have found throughout my entire life that all of my greatest dreams always come true when I have them in physical form. What I mean by this is aspirations board, vision board, whiteboard that you write your wishes on, sticky notes on my walls. My whole lifetime have been like this. I've written my greatest wish on a whiteboard, on sticky notes, in a notebook, on an aspirations or visions board, journaled my desires, and I've been very clear about what I wanted. And all of them have been addressed in some way, shape, or form. And also something incredibly important with that idea is that we have to stop limiting, like, what is our possible outcome. So say you want to get into, you have an idea of like, I love art, or I love this idea of healing, or, there's multiple things that you enjoy. And you're like, well, I get stuck because I have to choose one. I can only choose one outcome. We don't understand that we live in the universe where any outcome is possible. We can have all of those things exist. Oh God, I'm getting itchies, which means I'm doing right. I'm saying right things. We can have all of these things exist. These possibilities exist in our lifetime. Like, we can create and share like videos of healing. You can be a tarot reader, and you can also be like a graphic designer. All these possibilities can exist, and you can tackle all of these things and be this can be your path somehow. You can twist and create like someone that's enjoys fashion at the same time that they enjoy numbers, accounting. It can be like whatever your passions are, they can intertwine, and you can create this dream that may not make sense to anybody, but you can forge that, and those can all exist all at the same time. Like, it's infinite possibility. So I think your block, the block in your vision, and what is potentially the hurdle that you're struggling with time and time again, is this idea that I have to choose one thing. I can only go one route. I have to stick to a niche. Like, I have to be like just a tarot reader, or I have to be just an artist. And you don't understand how vast those possibilities can be, and where you want to take it. You can start off saying like, I just want to be an artist. And you can learn, the more you learn and experience and do and post, that it can turn into this crazy dream about I'm going to build my own art school, and I'm going to teach kids or younger youth or other generations. You can teach these students more about the worth of your own art and empowerment versus scholastic studies so much. Like, you can find ways and forge and transform what this means just by starting with one dream. That doesn't have to be planned out and mapped out and figured out at step one either. If step one is cloudy and you don't know where to begin, start with what you're inspired by. So if tomorrow you're inspired to I want to draw a fairy, and I'm going to have it be green, and I'm going to have it based off of this crystal. Or I'm going to draw, I'm inspired by, I say woodland fairy. I feel like I'm channeling a lot of my sister right about now. But this applies to a lot of things, and this helps me find clarity with this kind of thing. Start with what you're inspired by. An idea pops in your head and you're like, I just want to draw a fairy and and share it. That's it. It doesn't have to have much meaning or anything, because I know for a lot of you, it holds a lot of weight and fear of judgment and fear of XYZ things to post. So just create something because you love it and it was this cool, inspired idea. You felt inspired like a muse, and you drew it, created, and you just send it out there. Send out your intentions. That is something that you need to break through. The whole trying to plan to get everything perfect is crazy, because you can't understand and transform and shape without trying. You have to have, it's like when you get on a skateboard, and so what if you flop and get road rash? Who cares if you bust your ass and you tear up your jeans and tear up your knees? It's easy to point and laugh at somebody that's in a position like that, right? That person fucking sucks. But then wait for it. They get back on that board, and before you know it, they're learning how to do these awesome tricks that you couldn't even fucking dream of landing. They're doing and pushing this hard work at this idea and transformation of their skills into, along with passion, create something magical and create something insanely beautiful that is so them. It's their story. This is what I'm feeling for you. Start seeing potential, start seeing, envisioning, and stepping into what that, being in that position of, I'm already the rock star I want to be. I'm already this, incredible singer. I'm in that position. Where do you see yourself? What does that feel like? Envision that. Start getting your aspiration board together. Start drawing out, not only what you want, the wish that you hope to accomplish, what does that feel like? Envision it. What does having this mean? How does that translate to what you want? And really get in detail about it. Really, envision yourself in that. That is a powerful manifestation tool that is incredibly useful, and I have found incredibly, I to this day have fallen back to my vision board that I created on New Year's Eve. And how insane is it how all of these different areas were addressed? Don't skip out on that. As we're pushing toward a new moon, start pushing for these ideas of what do you want to do? What do you want to create? Do you want to create? Do you want to run into certain wealth? Do you want to, what does that relationship with wealth and art and creating, how does that, lay out for you? I think that's something worth thinking about. I don't want you to fall behind and fall out and get back into that vicious cycle of I really just want this to be something that works out for me, but then you don't put in the work for it. You don't plan, you don't put out a video, you don't post what you're doing. You're not, you let yourself stop yourself. So take today to really start thinking of some ideas, brainstorm some ideas. Infinite possibilities are available to you. Use it.